Boots in the gravel, truck door closed. You kill the sound. Blanket on the tailgate, crickets do the talking now. Cool air on your shoulders, smell of sap in summer rain. Every breath gets slower, like the world forgot your name. Staring up at the night sky, way past the noise and the glow. Feels like every star's resting right on top of the pines in a row. I could stay right here forever in this quiet losing track of time, where the heavens hang low on the tips of the tall dark pines. You trace out a pattern, maybe that one's ours tonight. I laugh in the darkness, but your eyes are full of light air, so still it's holy. Distant dog barks once, then fades. All that rush inside me softly falls like evening shade. Staring up at the night sky, way past the noise and the glow. Feels like every star's resting right on top of the pines in a row. I could stay right here forever in this quiet losing track of time, where the heavens hang low on the tips of the tall dark pines. Funny how the big wide universe feels small with your hand in mine. Oh yeah. Every little worry in reverse, floating off between the lines of those stars in the midnight. Way past the noise and the glow, feels like every star's resting right on top of the pines in a row. I could stay right here forever till the sunrise pulls the silver from the sky, where the heavens hang low on the tips of the tall block pines. Sunburned shoulders, bare feet in the dust. You laughed when I drift, pain where it shouldn't touch. That summer felt like it never ended. White on my fingers, you steadied my hand. Now I'm standing at that old wooden fence. Every boat a little story in the dance. Paint all peeling like the years we spent running wild, growing up, making sense of that old wooden fence. That old wooden fence. work with the grain. Swore I'd remember, but I only chased the shade. You talked about patience, and I just heard the birds. Funny how the lessons outlast the words. Now I'm standing at that old wooden fence. Every port a little story in the dents. Paint all peeling like the years we spent running wild, growing up, making sense. That old wooden fence. Weather took the color, time took you away, but your touch is still in every crack and flake. And when I trace these faded lines, I hear your voice like you're right beside. So I'm standing at that old wooden fence. Every port a little story in the dents. Paint all peeling like the years we spent running wild, growing up, making sense. That old wooden fence. Yeah, that old wooden fence. Dust on the mailbox, red clay on my boots. Sky broke open like it finally told the truth. Steam from the blacktop lifting up slow. You can almost hear the ground saying thank you low. Back road after the rain, the smell of the world coming back again. Dry, cracked dirt, turning dark, turning soft in the ditch. Yeah, it takes me to you, to the way that we were, young and sure, just breathing it in. Back road after the rain. Windows rolled halfway, wind on my arm. Thunder still grumbling, but it's lost its harm. Wipers leave streaks like lines in a song. Guess I've been driving down this memory all along. Back road after the rain, smell of the world coming back again. Dry, cracked dirt, turning dark, turning soft in the ditch. Yeah, it takes me to you, to the way that we were, young and sure, just breathing it in. Back road after the rain. Some things fade, like the paint on that old barn door. Some things stay, like the way it feels right after it pours. Oh, I close my eyes and I'm standing where we used to stand, but on our jeans your fingers tangled in my hand. Back road after the rain, smell of the world coming back again. Dry, cracked dirt, turning dark, turning soft in the ditch. Yeah, it takes me to you, to box of nails, dust on your laces, mud in the cracks of your tired old souls, like maps of the places, salt-stained tongues and a busted heel, scars in the creases, every scuff like a Sunday hymn, worked into the pieces. These old leather stories, sitting in the dark, smell of rain, sweat and glory, stitched into your heart. You never said much, just carried every load, a whole quiet life in a pair of worn out souls. Red paint spatter from the living room, oh, from the Chevy, cement still clinging to the sides from pouring it heavy. Winters, summers, 5 a.m. starts. You never complain, you just went where a good man goes, and you came back the same. These old leather stories, sitting in the dark, smell of rain, sweat and glory, stitched into your heart. You never said much, just carried every load, a whole quiet life in a pair of worn out souls. I run my thumb down the broken seam, hear your laugh in the quiet air, all the things you never had to say are standing right here in this pair. These old leather stories, sitting in the dark, smell of rain, sweat and glory, stitched into your heart. You never said much, just carried every load. Now I'm lacing up love in your faded, faithful souls. Old fence leaning, coffee in a chip blue cup, bare feet on the porch rail, watching dust wake up, way out past the hayfields, past that rusted gate. Something faint and faded, riding on the air too late, like a distant tractor radio, thin and far but sweet and slow. All the edges cracked with time, still humming some old chorus line. I close my eyes and there I go, back to summers I used to know, in that far off tinny glow of a distant tractor radio. Hand stained with engine oil, Dad's cap pulled down low. He'd wave once from that saddle seat, then back to rows and rows. The song was half a whisper, the words I barely caught, but the feeling did the talking, softer than a passing thought. Like a distant tractor radio, thin and far but sweet and slow. All the edges cracked with time, still humming some old chorus line. I close my eyes and there I go, back to summers I used to know, in that far off tinny glow of a distant tractor radio. Funny how the heart hears what the ears can hardly find, just a ghost of steel and stories floating through the pines. Oh, like a distant tractor radio, thin and far but sweet and slow. All the edges cracked with time, still humming some old chorus line. I close my eyes and there I go, back to summers I used to know, in that far off tinny glow of a distant tractor radio. Boots in the dust, sun in my eyes, shirt on my shoulders glinting in stripes of light. Every step kicking up little clouds of time. You were laughing at nothing, walking just on my right. We were just walking through a golden field, tall grass leaning like I knew how we feel. Dry warm wind brushing by our shoulders. You said leave it, let the day stand still. I said maybe this is all I'll ever need to heal. And that golden field right before the harvest. Hands at our sides, fingers almost meet. Seed heads a whisper around our knees. You traced a heart in the dirt with your heel. Said promise you'll remember how this moment feels. We were just walking, fill the golden field, tall grass leaning like I knew how we feel. Dry warm wind brushing by our shoulders. You said leave it, let the day stand still. I said maybe this is all I'll ever need to hear. In that golden field right before the harvest. Years roll by like thunder, far from where we started. I close my eyes and I'm back there, skin warm, heart unguarded. If all I have is one slow walk to keep the take that field, that fading sun, that almost autumn day. We were just walking through a golden field, tall grass leaning like it knew how we feel. Dry, warm wind brushing by our shoulders. You said leave it, let the day stand still. I said maybe this is all I'll ever need to heal. In that golden field, right before the harvest. Pulling off the gravel road, there it is like it's carved in stone. Faded blue, busted tail light glow, half sunk tires in the weeds below. Rust flakes on the driver's door, spider webs hang from the mirror like lace. Been watching it weather 1,000 storms, still sitting in the same old place. Same old truck by the tree line, 15 years. You ain't moved an inch like you're holding down this little slice of time while everything else slips and shifts when the world feels like it's spinning too much. I breathe easy when I see that dust on that rusted out, trusted, beat up home. Same old me, same old truck. Winters came, summers burned the ground, paint peeled back to that reddish brown. Kids grew up, some left this town, but that tailgate's still hanging down. I learned to drive in a truck like that, sat right there while my old man laughed. Hey, he said, boy, you blink and life blows past. Guess that Chevy never got the chance. Same old truck by the tree line, 15 years. You ain't moved an inch like you're holding down this little slice of time while everything else slips and shifts when the world feels like it's spinning too much. I breathe easy when I see that dust on that rusted out, trusted, beat up home. Same old me, same old truck. Maybe one day they'll tow you away, leave just tracks in the clay and some broken chain. But till that chain snaps, you'll be my proof. Some things stay, some hearts stay too. Same old truck by the tree line, 15 years. You ain't moved an inch like you're holding down this little slice of time while everything else slips and shifts when the world gets rough and the nights get tough. I look over and it's just enough seeing that rusted out, trusted, beat up hump. Same old me, same old truck. Screen door, breathing in and out with the breeze. Bare feet, kicking dust off these old blue jeans. This swing knows every secret in my bones. Wood moans low, like it hates to be alone. On this porch swing evening, the sun going down so slow, crickets start their singing. Out there in the overgrown, I close my eyes and lean back, let the day just fade to black. On this porch swing evening, I get all my quiet back. Tea glass sweats on the arm where my hand should be. Cool air finds a way down the back of my teeth. Purple sky spilling over that worn out field. Every little sound feels like something finally healed. On this porch swing evening, the sun going down so slow, crickets start their singing. Out there in the overgrown, I close my eyes and lean back, let the day just fade to black. On this porch swing evening, I get all my quiet back. Every creek, every sigh is a story I outgrew. I'm just counting fireflies like I used to sit here and do. All my hurry, all my hurt fall like dust off of my shoes. There's a peace here in this dirt I keep coming back to. On this porch swing evening, the sun going down so slow, crickets start their singing. Out there in the overgrown, I close my eyes and lean back, let the day just fade to black. On this porch swing evening, I get all my quiet back. Dust motes floating in a narrow beam, sun sneaking through those crooked seams. Boots by the door, kicked off and leaning, old tin roof just holding the ceiling. Sweet haystack where I used to climb, rust red tractor frozen in time. Your faded cap on a rusted nail, coffee in a jar by the half-bent rail. It's the smell of old wood and gasoline, sweet hay hanging heavy in between. Every laugh you gave, every story you'd start, living in the dust of that leaning heart. On a quiet Sunday, world so far, I'm right back home in Granddad's barn. You'd hum a line, say, boy, sing along. Teach me 3 chords, call it a song. Knots in the boards, knots in your hands, both of them holding this patch of land. Clock on the wall ticking soft and slow, but in that shade, time let go. I close my eyes, it's all still there. Old straw, grease, and a weathered pair. It's the smell of old wood and gasoline, sweet hay hanging heavy in between. Every laugh you gave, every story you start, living in the dust of that leaning heart. On a quiet Sunday, the world so far, I'm right back home in Granddad's barn. Now I'm older, driving past that lane, paint peeled off, but the soul remains. One deep breath and I disappear back to your voice saying I'm right here, I'm right. It's the smell of old wood and gasoline, sweet hay hanging heavy in between. Every laugh you gave, every story you'd start, living in the dust of that leaning heart on a quiet Sunday. Wherever you are, I find my peace in Granddad's barn. Sun sitting low on the two-lane, same gate leaning like it always did. Mailbox is rusted with her last name, that old dog chasing every passing rig. Bare feet hanging out the driver's side, hand on the wheel, other on my knee, dust kicking up in the rear view light. Feels like the road's a one driving me down this familiar dusty dirt road, windows down, breathing in home. Every little bump, every turn I know like the back of your hand on my shoulder. Yeah, the further we go, the closer it feels. Gravel singing under these wheels, hard riding easy, just letting it roll with you in this dust on the dashboard. Same old sign where we used to park, your name carved deep in the cottonwood. Laugh lines etched in every mark, guess we always knew we'd make it out for good. But somehow we circle back again, the fence post leaning like our first slow dance. Radio low, you're humming on the wind, every curve remembers our second chance. Down this familiar dusty dirt road, windows down, breathing in home. Every little bump, every turn I know like the back of your hand on my shoulder. Singing under these wheels, hard riding easy, just letting it roll with you in this dust on the dashboard. Funny how the ruts in the ground know where we've been, where we're bound. Every little shake, every sway says we're right where we're supposed to stay.